Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me briefly introduce myself first. My name is Dimas Aulia. Everyone can call me Dimas. And right now I will present it about my material. My material is simple sentence and compound sentence. Okay, let's move to the first topic. Simple sentence. Simple sentence is sentence that expresses one completely thought. A simple sentence contains only one independent clause. For the example, I cannot drink warm tea. This is one dependent clause. One independent clause, I mean. Okay, for the next example is a day without sunshine is like night. This is one independent clause also. Okay, the next material is compound sentence. Compound sentence is different with simple sentence because in simple sentence it just has one independent clause, but in compound sentence it has two or more independent clauses and connected by a comma and conjunction. Add by comma and conjunction. Okay, if you didn't understand about conjunction, here is explanation about conjunction. One of the keys in a compound sentence is a conjunction. Conjunction is located between the independent clause and the first independent clause. The located is the first in the first independent clause and before the second independent clause. And before we add conjunction, in front of conjunction we give a comma. After comma, the formula is the first is independent clause. After that, comma, and after comma we add conjunction. After conjunction is independent clause again. Okay, this is formula when we need to use compound sentence. And here is some conjunction that can be used in compound sentence. The first is and, the second is or, the third but, fourth so, and the last is because or for. For the function is and is the addition of the first independent clause. This is the function of and the second is the function or is to contain choices. The first and second independent clause contain choices, and the next is but as is the first and second independent clause contradict each other. To contradict each other, this is the function of but. And the next is so is the result of the first independent clause. The result of the result of the first independent clause. This is the function conjunction show. And the last is because or commonly is for. The first independent clause is the effect and the second independent clause is the reason. So this is the function of because, conjunction because. And for the last is example compound sentence. Like I mentioned before, compound sentence is it has two independent clause and also conjunction, so you might remember about it. For the example is for the first independent clause, here is you can watch a movie, and the second independent clause is you can listen K-pop music, and here is the conjunction is use or. It use or because it contains a choices, so we use or. So when we need to compound the sentence, finally the sentence is you can watch a movie, comma, or you can listen K-pop music. This is compound sentence. It contradict, so the conjunction is used or. And you may remember that in a compound sentence, after the first independent clause, after the first independent clause, and before conjunction, you need to add a comma. You may remember that because when you didn't add comma, it is wrong. It's not compound sentence. Okay, that's all my explanation. And for the link for the description, I have give the link for exercise, so you can try to answer my question in link description. After that, if you still misunderstanding about my explanation, you can rewatch my video again. Okay, that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.